Bruce says, yeah, I read this comic, and Lex Luthor comes and asks the Justice League for help, and I thought that was awesome, and I kind of jumped from there. That's where we started.
But this is an original story.
This is an original story.
Okay. And what were like the differences between, because you wrote a lot of episodes for the show, what were like the big differences between writing an episode for the show, which is much shorter, and writing a full-length feature?
Well, really, sometimes the show's longer, because I think I did like an 8-parter. We did many multiple episode arcs.
Right, yes.
So in a lot of ways, this is more concentrated. So you kind of have to get to the point. Also, you can't depend on the audience to know stuff. So you have to introduce every element of it so that a new audience, if it's season 4 of your TV show, you don't have to introduce the lead every time he walks in the room.
Right.
But there are people who are going to watch this who they've heard of Batman, but they've never seen him. So you have to explain who he is. You have to explain what everything is. Why are they in a satellite? What does Justice League mean? What, they're going to another universe. What does that mean, right?
Right.
So a lot of it was finding ways to get that kind of exposition across and make it entertaining and not just, this laundry list of here are the rules you need to know before you can play Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, yeah. I know that. So do you have like a character you most identify with as you're writing them, or a character you like to write the most?
I try to identify whoever I'm writing. I always try to be that guy or be that woman.
Well, that makes sense.
In that moment, Owlman was wonderful. He was just a pleasure to write, and I identified it with him so much that it kind of worries me a little bit.
But why is that? Why is that?
He comes to certain existential conclusions that are perhaps not healthy.
Oh, okay. So you're very familiar with these characters.
Oh, I wrote the series, Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. I wrote the comic book for 2 years.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh.
I actually started as a comic book writer and have been writing comics for over 20 years.
Oh, wow, that's great. Was it a difficult transition going from comics to animated features like this?
I find animation easier than comics. Comics, technically, comics are more difficult. You have more decisions to make.
Huh.
If you're writing animation or if you're writing live action, you create a scene in your head and you describe what happens, and that's what it is. If you do a comic book, you have to do all of that, but you have to also figure out how you break up time. Each panel represents a certain amount of time, and you have to figure out what's the best image to get that information across, and what happens between the panels. The spaces between the panels are where everything happens. So what's that space mean? Where are we picking up? How much time is that? It's technically a lot more difficult.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't have thought of that.
Yeah, I didn't either until I started doing it.
I'm sorry. Okay, well, I've been told to finish, so it was really nice talking to you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much. Good luck. I hope it does well.
Thanks.